Hey guys, how's it going? I've been watching some videos and talking to a few people, and it turns out that people are using the HiBlocks wrong for their Oakley Meta Glasses. So, what these things are used for is to block the LED light on your Meta Glasses while recording. We're not going to go into the legal or moral issues surrounding using a product like these right now, but let me show you what people are missing here because a lot of people are saying they don't work. But in my experience, at least with the Oakleys, again, I'm new to the Meta glass things. The Oakleys are my first pair of glasses. I would say the Oakleys work about 98% of the time with these. What makes these different from the regular stickers is that they allow light to pass through the sides and get to the light sensor underneath. Okay, guys, so let's dive in here. So let's break out our Oakley glasses first. So another quick tip here is that people are maybe not aware of doing wrong. Do not grab your glasses from the side and pull them out like this. These hinges will go after a while. What I end up doing, and there's no better way of doing this that I know of. If you do, let me know in the comments. But I take these two fingers and I lay them on the lens and I use the edge of the frame on both sides and just pull straight up. So you see that? So two fingers in and just pull straight up. Put your thumb on the case and pull back. And it comes straight out that way. Not the easiest thing in the world. I wish there was just a push latch in here that just would pop it out. That would make it a lot easier, but there isn't any. All right, moving on. Okay, just so we don't get anything confused here. So looking at the camera this way, what I'm pointing to on one side of the camera, this is the lens for the camera. This side is the LED sensor slash light, right? So the way this works is when you open these glasses up and you put them on, it's going to look at a sensor. People don't realize this. There's kind of sensors in both sides. And it will judge the light on both sides. If there's light, turn the camera on. If it's dark, turn the camera on. But if it's mismatched, if one has light and the other one doesn't, it's not going to work. I think that's where people get lost a little bit. So with that said, how do these work? Let's put the glasses down for a second. Pull out these. So it comes in this nice little plastic case. The instructions are kind of vague. On the back, it says, for use, remove the single patch from the card and tear off the release paper on the back. Okay, so we open this up, and I'm going to zoom in here in a minute. So this is how they come. They come in single strips. You get a few of them. I just pulled one off here. I don't know if you could see this very well, but I have one flipped over here. You could see it's not just a flat piece of black tape like people put on the sensor. That is going to block the whole sensor and it will always be black and never get light. So it's only going to work when you're in a dark room. So what this one does is there's a piece of plastic on the bottom and it's somewhat transparent. And then there's sticky stuff on it, of course, to make it stick. So the idea is you could also look at these little pictures. Right here is the layout of that plastic. There's little notches, like little U-shapes cut on the sides. The idea is that there's light that's getting to the sensor on those three sides. And since this is plastic and raised, the plastic is also taking some light. So the idea is even though this is flipped over like these, light is getting in from the sides. So when you install these, all we do is, again, we want to install it on the right side. So I shouldn't use the word right, the correct side, right? So what we're going to do is push this on here, right? And that's what it looks like. But let's look at it from an angle. You could see that it's raised up and the light is able to get in around here. This is the right way of installation. People that are peeling off that rubber at the bottom, thinking that the instructions say to peel it off, you're not peeling it off. From my experience, if you look at my sheet right here, this right here, that's the paper. And it's already stuck on the sticker. Look, see if I push it hard enough? See it's peeling up? So people are getting confused because the sticker is on here and it makes it look like it's part of the thing. But you do not want to take that plastic off. That's the whole point and what makes this different. So with that said, I was saying it works 98% of the time. Why do I say that? So back to what I was saying. Each one of these sides actually have sensors. So if one's getting light and the other one is not, it's not going to work. That's the way it works. It's made so if you're covering it and this has light, it doesn't work. So with that said, we are getting light even though we're blocking the front of it, right? But I found in that last 2%, if you're in a dark room that has light on one side of the room, your camera might be seeing light from that side of the room, whereas the HiBlocks are blocking enough light that it looks like it's dark. So it's not going to be in sync. Of course, you're going to get an alert, a beep. It actually turns two different colors. If it's too dark and you're not getting enough light to the HiBlock, you'll get the beep and you'll get that warning and you'll be like, shoot, it's not working. What you do in that situation, which rare, like I said, 98% of the time, it works for me. Put your finger over the camera like this, and then just hit the camera button. You're blocking it out. So now it's not seeing any light from either side and it will work. And that's how I've been running with them. So that's how I deal with that 2% of the situations. The legal and moral dilemma is people don't see that you're recording. That bothers some people and don't bother others. I mean, people are used to seeing a camera out there, assuming they're being recorded nowadays. There's no lights on those. I would be, from a legal standpoint, you could legally record someone in public. From a legal standpoint, and I'm talking from here in LA, Los Angeles, you're allowed to record people in public, not in any private places or any private conversations or any conversations deemed private. But moreover, you're not allowed to record audio pretty much in any situation without the other person knowing, even though you could record video. So to me, the big caveat here is Meta should really have an option in the glasses to disable the microphone when you're recording. Because if anything, the microphone, the recording of audio of another person will get you in trouble before video recording will. Just some food for thought. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Till next time, later.